Welcome to Lifeline, your ultimate guide to bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be. You can also catch Lifeline on Facebook and YouTube of Billionaire News Channel. I'm your host, Carelle Herrera, and in every episode we sit down with experts and individuals who faced challenges, embraced change, and discovered what it takes to move forward. Together, we listen to stories that can help you unlock your fullest potential, whether it is in your career, relationships, health, or personal growth. Join us as we discover how you can create the life you have always dreamed of. Let us all find out right here on Lifeline. Confidence, empowerment, transformation, these are more than just words. They are the foundation of a life well lived. But how do we build that confidence? In today's episode of Lifeline, we will be entering the world of beauty and wellness with someone who has made it her mission to help people feel their best inside and out. Joining us is Cristalle Belo-Pitt, leading Belo Essentials, a passionate entrepreneur and a fierce advocate for self-love and confidence. Now, from navigating the pressures of carrying an iconic family name to building her own legacy, Cristalle's journey is one of resilience and reinvention. Welcome to Lifeline, Cristalle.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you.
Yes.
You know, you're a dear friend, and I'm so happy to be invited here. What an honor. Carelle has been a mentor to me growing up in my 20s, 30s. Alam mo yan. Everything I know about communicating with people, and I feel now like I'm such a good salesperson.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Not really salesperson. What I like to say is like a community builder.
Yeah, yes,
And
yes.
I am able to interact and connect with people from different walks of life because of the simple things that you taught me.
And I'm so honored because of how much I truly admire you, honor you, and you know the history and where I am right now, how I can empower more people. Thanks also to you and your family because you bridge the connection between you and between me and Doc Vicky.
Yes.
And because of that, you know, I was able to further my studies in neurosciences and neurolinguistic programming. So I wouldn't know a lot of the things I know now if not for you guys. So yes, this is my way also of thanking you for empowering another woman. You know.
There we go. It's not crab mentality, guys. It's really about abundance.
And enough
like,
now.
There's space for all of us.
Enough now of the gossip and the chismis and then pulling people down. That, you know, having someone more famous, more popular than you. It's really all about, you know, how can we create a better space for people so that we can help each other.
And it's about collaboration. I feel that lahat ng tao brings their different strength to the table.
Yes.
Lahat may pinagdaanan sa buhay. And through all those experiences, brings something unique to the table. So it's about finding the strengths of everyone and collaborating and then creating a beautiful new product.
Absolutely. Now, meron akong mga questions. I've prepared a couple of them for you because we want to talk about women empowerment.
Okay.
And, you know, you are actually the epitome of that. You've got it all. You have two beautiful children. You're happily married. You know, that beautiful wedding that you have, a family. You know, you grew up so well. And actually, that's one thing everyone would know. Cristalle Belo-Pitt, yeah, she has it all. She was born into wealth. She's born into a lot of privilege. But, you know, looking at that also from a different angle, not everyone who grew up the way you did, who had the exposure that you had, they didn't turn out like you. Responsible, successful, beautiful, kind. What made you you? How did this beautiful, kind human being came about?
It's a mix of many different things. Definitely, it's also upbringing. I saw my parents, my dad and my mom, how hard they worked, how much hours they put into their craft. And my dad would bring us to visit my mom while she was doing her rounds in the hospital in the middle of the night. So we will really see the hard work that comes with it. But we were also very, we were very privileged to be in a household with my grandparents, who were also very present. So my lolo was a lawyer, my lola owned a travel agency, my dad is in finance, and then at that time, he set up his radio stations. And then you have my mom, who is a doctor, but more than being a doctor, I think she's like such an excellent marketing person.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine a household where you have 4 entrepreneurs just really mentoring us as we grow older. We were taught how to make money at such a young age. I remember my lola would bring mga candies na galing sa US, not available in the Philippines.
Okay.
And my brother would bring it to school and sell it to his friends.
Oh
and
my
make money.
goodness. Yeah.
As he made money, he could buy comics. Ako naman, yung nagustuhan ko is gumawa ng mga sampagita necklace sa bahay. So,
Okay.
tapos binibenta ko siya sa kamajong ng lola. So, yung mga small things like that na exercises and examples growing up. Yes.
And I remember when you were in college, or right after college ba yun, when you went to Bukidnon?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that?
So sa Ateneo, meron silang programa and it's called Jesuit Volunteers. So after mag-graduate ng college, pwede ka maging isang volunteer and hindi mo alam kung saan ka papadala. So na-feel ko lang sa puso ko na before I go into the workforce, gusto ko muna maging teacher. Because that is I love kids. And so I really wanted to be a teacher. However, business ang kinuha ko sa college.
Right.
So sabi ko, parang gusto ko mag-volunteer teacher. At saka gusto ko mag-explore ng Philippines.
Right.
Hindi ko sinabi sa parents ko. I
You just
applied
went.
as a volunteer and it was a rigorous process where a psychologist had to interview me, the programs director had to interview me, a priest had to interview me. Siyempre magpapadala sila ng volunteer sa mga organizations in remote places.
areas
So,
to, no?
kailangan very psychologically fit
And this
ang
is like-
volunteer. Kasi hindi pwede magpo-pull out ka in the middle of the year. It's a
Right.
1-year commitment. Kailangan clear yon.
And this is, you live with them, you live with
You
the
live
families.
there and you stay there for 1 year. Hindi ka practically pwedeng umuwi, especially for the first 3 months. No one can visit you from your family. So paano yun? It's either I'll let the organization down or I'll let my parents down. Either or. So I was like, oh, Mom, just letting you know, I signed up for something and I got in. It's a volunteer thing and they're gonna send me to Mindanao.
Okay. Now, I want to talk about that because you do things na medyo ayaw ng mom or siguro she might resist, you know. Now, seeing how your mom raised you, how your mom is with your decisions, meron ka bang namana? May namana ka ba kay
From my
Dr. Vicky
mom?
Belo?
I don't know, of course, grit, hard work. So I think more than anything, courage. She was being attacked, as you know, nung time na yon, hindi pa widespread ang pagiging isang dermatologist na you promote your services, diba? So lahat ng doctors, they were attacking her. Bakit mo pinopromote yung sarili mo? And so she had to go through that.
Yeah, face that with grit, Scandals, controversies, yes.
On the news.
Yeah.
Everyone was attacking her. I could see her as a victim and awang-awa talaga ako sa kanya.
Yeah.
But she
wanted
would
to
cry
ask-
it and then she would be like, palaban. So sorry na lang, Mommy. She also taught me how to be palaban.
Yeah.
So minsan palaban din ako. Like, she wants this, she'll get it. I want this, I find ways, I get it.
Yeah.
So that's something I got from her.
I love it. And you were, seeing that from, you see her in pain. You saw her go through stuff. And that must have been
I
tough
saw
on
her, being abused by her friends, by her partner, her love partner, right? Like getting money from her, people abusing her in terms of her generosity and kindness. So that kind of created me to be a being that was guardians of the galaxy. Kailangan ko siyang i-protect.
You became protective of her too. Yeah.
But because she kept me close to her. She, what she did? She showed me she is human and her humanity. Sometimes, like, parents, diba? Bilang parent.
Yes, yes.
You want to show our kids, we're in control.
Yes, I've got it.
I got it. We're in
But
control. Yeah, but
goodness.
it's hard for us, right? So, for my mom, she's very candid about her struggles. And so I saw her pain and I learned from her mistakes.
You know, I am such an admirer. I'm a fan of you and your mom, how much you love each other. I see that.
So my parents separated early. And it's good that they were able to co-parent us. But my mom and I, at a very young age, we became roommates. Ang tawag nga namin, instead of boardroom meetings, it was bedroom meetings.
Right.
So it was like, at the end of the day, this is what I did at work and this is what I need help with. I need your thoughts on these decisions that I'm gonna make. Ano na? And then, so we'll discuss it. And then the next day when I get to the office, okay, I have the answers. Pero mabilis ang turnaround.
Yeah.
Diba? So the staff like that. Na parang I go home and I'm like, let me think about it. I go home and I come back the next day, I have an answer for it.
I love it. You get it now that you're a mother. You get,
Yes.
Where she's coming from. And you also see your kids now and you're raising them. And you're busy too.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's so many women out there who want to be successful. And again, epitome of success, mom mo, diba? Entrepreneur. And then you have these kids, a son and a daughter, you have all of these kids, and people will wonder, how do you do that? How do you strive for success? Because you want to do something for you. Gusto mo rin maging successful, may dreams ka din. Pero may mga anak ka eh. And pursuing success, there's a sacrifice. There's a lot of things that can, fall into the cracks. So, how do you deal with the guilt?
So, well, number one, when I was living in Australia, we were there for 2 years. I didn't do anything but raise kids.
Okay.
My Hunter was 2 years old. Sienna was a newborn.
Because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic, yes. And so that was the season of my life where I was nurturing the kids. And I'm so happy that we were blessed to have a moment like that.
Right.
Where we could just be a unit and a family. But at a certain point, I was like, Justin, I'm getting so bored.
Kasi naman your life here.
As an entrepreneur and creative person, like, I couldn't deal with everyday paulit-ulit na lang nangyayari, diba? Parang gigisingin mo sila, you make breakfast, you wash the clothes, you wash the dishes. I was getting so bored and I felt like I wasn't maximizing my character, my capabilities, and I was bored.
Your potential.
My brain was so bored. So definitely, solution, move back to the Philippines because I need the support system, guys. That's what talaga I cannot live without. Sa ating mga kasambahay, talaga we need you in our lives. It's really working closely with them, creating the values and the culture that we are raising these kids as a village.
Right.
You and I are in sync, diba?
Yes.
And you are also a mom. Buti na lang lahat ng kasambahay namin. Tatlo sila, lahat nanay.
Oh, okay. So they understand.
Naiintindihan talaga nila.
Okay.
What it means to be a mom, the love for a child. And instead of quantity time, I focus on quality time. Like, last weekend, nag-camping kami sa Tagaytay. It was so tight. We picked up Hunter from school 1 o'clock, went to Tagaytay. We were back by 1 p.m. the next day. Hunter had a party. I had another event to go to, a fitting.
Yeah.
So, it was like, but I had a good 12 hours with them camping in Tagaytay.
Yes.
And they were like, best
day ever.
So I just need to create those moments and parang put that emotional bank account, right? Like when they see me, they feel love, they feel safety. And
so quality over quantity. And we can talk more about that right after the break.
Ang dami kong sinasabi.
No, I love it. Welcome back to Lifeline. So I'm going to show you something, Cristalle. It's a Mentimeter. It's a survey that I did with people, and I asked all of these people, what is a word that you would use to describe an empowered woman? So I'll show the Mentimeter to you. So these are the words. Yeah, independent, confident, strong. The bigger the words, the more people who voted for that word. So any word that you could relate to or agree with?
You know what? I would say independent. And you know, Carelle, you know this other project that I'm doing right now, which involves mentoring entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Do you know that one of my, I'm gonna cry naman. One of the biggest sectors that I want to empower are women, stay-at-home moms, who their husbands tell them, you need to stay at home. Thus, they have no career, no money. Tapos, nangangaliwa yung asawa.
Oh my gosh.
Binubugbog, right? They don't treat them well. And they sacrifice everything to take care of the family.
Right.
So, you know this project that I'm doing, and I love it because, well, it makes people healthy, but on the other side, I'm able to mentor women how to make money, and how to make money. And I want really one sector that I want to reach, two sectors yet. So first one is I want women to feel independent, to have their own money. It's a project people can do from their homes. So I work at 9 o'clock, nagpapatulog ako ng bata, and then I go online at 9 to 10 p.m.
Wow.
And that works for a lot of us moms. And that is why that is the schedule for us. We work 9 to 10 p.m.
Wow.
And really, in the team that I've put up, practically 13, 15 people are making 6 digits a month. Around 30 people are already making 5 digits a month, so that's 10,000 up. So I really just want to spread the word about this. That guys, may option kayo. Meron kayong something na pwede gawin from your home that will make you an independent woman, that will empower you, that will give you naman something.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to take lahat ng binibigay sa'yo ng asawa niyo na
good or bad.
Good or bad. You know, like you have something of your own.
Yes.
So,
and I like what you're saying right now about that independence. Kasi kanina we were talking about quality time, right?
Yes,
na nagigilty tayo. And some people want to be successful, but what about the time? 24 hours lang ang meron ako in every single day. And as much as I want to give that time for my kids, you know, my work sometimes takes me away from them, or other responsibilities take me away from that. And, you know, you're providing an opportunity for people to have both.
Yes.
That can happen. I mean, from your point of view, can it happen? Success and family.
It's possible. I try to focus on the haves versus have-nots. Na parang, this is what we have together, let's celebrate this. Versus, you know, parang the guilt can kill you also. I wasn't with my kid during his karate.
Exactly.
During his karate tournament, you know, if you focus on that, that will really eat you up.
Yeah.
If you change the word guilt into love, you have deep love for your children, thus you want to deeply provide for them.
Oh, wow. That's very powerful.
Yeah. So if you want to just do that, that just changes perception, that changes mindset. Right? So it's a shift in being.
Talk about, you know, changing the way you use your words. Totoo naman na yung words mo ba sasabihin mo, guilty ako.
Negative,
ito yung wala.
negative.
Exactly. Ito yung wala ako, ito yung hindi ko kaya. Eh, ano yung kaya? You know, what can be done? And where is it coming from? If you see the intention,
At ano pwede nating celebrate together?
That's right.
Rather than
Yeah.
Just feel bad, constantly feeling bad about what we cannot give. Let's just celebrate what we can give.
That's right. And iba-iba ang families. Some families nga, when my kids sometimes feel bad na, you're leaving again, like ko sinasabi is, you know, some moms nga don't even go home for an entire year eh. Kasi they're working abroad.
Well,
Tapos
that was the
OFW.
second sector that I wanted to reach, right? I want Filipinos abroad to build this business because it's available in 60 countries. They can build this business from wherever they are to a point where their income from this business matches how much they make as an OFW.
So they don't have
and
to
then
leave.
they have a choice.
Right.
Diba? They have a choice whether I want to stay abroad or I can actually be home and would be with my family, yet earn the same amount.
Did you ever
excited.
compare yourself with your mom or other people, other women, like in your journey towards being an empowered woman,
Yes.
finding your own person?
I think it's harder to compare. So everyone says, and you said it yourself, Cristalle has big shoes to fill. If I, again, where are you coming from? A point of, it being negative. Na parang,
Point of lack.
I have a lack. Versus, I am who I am. This is what I'm good at. I'm good at community building.
Yes.
Let me create a community for kids or for kids and parents who choose to be off their iPads and be on the track. Off the screen and on the track. So the ibang business naman yun.
Yes,
so that's
yes,
my
yes.
kick to pedal business where we do push biking for kids.
Right.
So we sell the bikes, we have an academy, we mount the races para kids look forward to something. And they're excited to go to practice and they're on the streets biking, perfecting their confidence, their core and their strength and coordination versus
right.
perfecting
Nandiyan na naman sa
this,
gadget.
right?
Yes.
So I'm all about that. It's like, let's build a community of parents and kids who want this lifestyle. Let's build a community of Filipinos who want to earn a side hustle, a second source of income, who want to get healthier. So let's build another network of Filipinos who want to who's super kikay and want to be beautiful, right? So let's build another one of that. So I'm really all about building communities. It took a while for me to really isolate ano bang strength ko.
Yeah.
At a certain point, I questioned myself, like, I'm really not good at anything. I'm a jack of all trades. I can kind of tennis. I can kind of swim. I can kind of dive. I can kind of everything. So ano ba talaga ang strength ko? Hindi ko alam. And then when it just kept on happening na, oh my God, communities were being built around me. And I credit this to me being involved in church. Growing up, I was in Luke and Antioch when I was a teenager.
Yes.
And then I was in student council. So I know how to lead. So parang those two contributed to this community builder that I am right now.
So
to the point that sometimes my mom asks me,
Yeah.
hi, I need community for Bella. I want to build a community of women that want to make paganda. So it's cute because now my mom is asking for my advice as well.
Absolutely.
So it's really finding your own strength and then just owning it and constantly building confidence around it.
Yes.
And then you own that space.
As a parent, it's really also allowing your child or your children to find their own space.
Absolutely. I do not coddle our kids.
Okay.
They fall and I literally stand beside them. Okay. Kanina, during soccer, my daughter was in a skate park and she was trying to climb a wall na parang nakaslope. So she was trying to climb a wall and then she slides down. Of course, Yaya goes, Asyan. I'm like, Yaya, like, ate, step aside, leave her. Kailangan malaman niya yung sarili niyang katawan.
Oh, wow.
Kung trip niya na parang to run and go up here, let her do it. Let her fall and fail.
Yeah.
Diba? So,
I like that one.
We don't coddle our kids. We make them feel they have responsibilities. Someone sets the table at home. They need to fix their beds in the morning. They have responsibilities at home. They need to be able to do problem solving. Kung kaya ng anak mo i-handle, let him.
Yeah.
Hunter is someone, like pushing you around. Yeah, this kid is pushing me around. Do you think you can handle it on your own or do you need us to talk to the teacher? I can handle it on my own. All right,
Perfect.
well, let us know when you need us. We're here to protect you.
I think that's all about empowerment. It's really allowing people that space that they can make a mistake, they can get up,
Exactly.
and it's not about needing others always to just, save you,
Yes.
So
So grit and resilience, you need to teach
Yeah.
that at a young age. They
Very
need
young
to
age.
fail.
Yes.
Huwag kayong matakot. And that's why I like kick to pedal. Our company, now we have races.
Yeah.
Matalo kayo, good.
Yeah,
You know that
sure.
someone's faster than you. You work harder.
And there are things that people can do right and mistakes that people can do, and still, in the end, it's not about the tallying what mistakes, what are the good things. It's not about that. I would like to assure a lot of the parents that even if you make mistakes, your children become stronger too. You know, and if you let your children see, like your mom, that's
Their
what she
humanity.
showed you, the humanity, and allowing yourself to make a mistake, that's teaching them resilience so that they can make a mistake
At
and they
saka,
can
huwag
get
kayo
up.
mahiya to say sorry to your kids. Na parang, sorry anak ha, medyo na-stress lang ako kanina, nag-react ako ng ganyan. So that was not cool.
Oh, I have
Para
another.
at least the kid also knows that they cannot be treated that way by other people.
Absolutely.
Sorry, anak, nasigawan kita ha.
Oh
Kasi
my
medyo
God,
high
yeah.
stress ako kanina. Tapos may ginagawa ako, ang kulit-kulit mo. Diba? Like small
May ganyan
things
akong
like
kwento sa'yo next time.
ayan.
Mag-uusap tayo about that. And we are running out of time. Or actually, we've run out of time because we really have so many things to talk about. So many. History here.
From parenting, from entrepreneurship, from womanhood.
Exactly.
Sige,
Ang dami talaga.
second session na tayo dito.
No, part 2 tayo. Now, I'd like to just, wrap things up and share with you a context, and maybe you could get a little bit of insight from here. A lot of people, when it comes to empowerment, they have a tendency to compare. What did she achieve? What did I achieve? What did my mother achieve? Comparing themselves to their siblings, to people around them. But I just want to assure everyone here that each person has a journey. You have your own timeline, and you have to honor your own journey as you honor your mother's journey, your siblings' journey. And if you compare yourself to someone who's bigger, larger than you will always see the lack. If you also compare yourself to someone who is a little smaller, beneath you, then you will always feel better and entitled. But that's not the point. What you need to be able to see is when you see yourself against someone who is bigger, is there a dream, an ambition, a hope that you'd want to be? If you compare yourself to others who are lacking, maybe you can be more grateful with what you have. So to be empowered, it's really all about gratitude and being able to embrace the journey that you have. Thank you so much to our amazing guest, Cristalle Belo-Pitt, for sharing her story and wisdom with us today. And thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to join us next time for more inspiring stories and life-changing insights. I'm Carelle Herrera, and this is Lifeline.